does.
In Hampshire, 10-year-old Annalise shares her yard with a lot of horses.
This one's Tina Turner. She's in a state at the minute, though. We breed the horses. This is my horse, Barbie Gal.
Horse trade is the crux of the family-run business.
Get up, Barbie Gal.
And one day, Annalise hopes to take the reins. But traveller tradition means her brother will be boss.
That one's a troublemaker, like my brother. Should have called it Jimmy, really. Don't flick at me, don't flick at me. Mostly like boys run their dad's businesses. We have to do them all up, get all the mud off of them, and then put them on the internet and then get like £2,000 from something if they look really good. Oh, my sister got some carrots now. Give us one. Oh shit. Give us one. This is Jimmy's dog, and it's an absolute maniac. To have a little brother, he gets on your nerves. Scooby! Scooby! Out of me and Jimmy, I'm probably the cleverest one. Jim, why don't you just do this? Leave it. Oh. Jimmy likes tormenting people. Look at her big nostrils. Oh, Jim, go away. I need somebody to drive me horse tomorrow. I need somewhere to drive it. Can I drive up your nostrils? You're irritating me. Can I?
Go and sit in there with your mother.
Why don't you go and sit there with your mother, me old love?
Annalise is already trying to learn the family business.
I write invoices out for my dad sometimes. I'm learning. I print stuff off.
If I let my brother do all this,
It would literally, there would be like loads of scribbles over the page because he would just get fed up. He hasn't got no patience at all.
At 8 years old, Jimmy is less focused.
just help me carry some of this over. How much of it? I just want some of it, Jim. I don't want a whole load. Some traveller girls, they want to leave school, stay home, get a boyfriend, cook and clean. Jim, I don't want that much. How much do you want, woman? I think that would just be boring. Just cook and clean every night.
With horse sale season fast approaching,
And don't waste it all over the yard. Not you're the only one who is.
there's a lot of work to do, especially when it comes to working together.
Also, fuck you.
Another girl wanting to break the mould is 11-year-old Irish traveller Shakira.
This is Princess, my pony.
She also wants to make a living working with horses.
I love horses, and nothing will change me from loving them. People might call me, oh, you tomboy, yeah, oh, you're a boy, why do you act like that, you're not allowed to do that. I don't care. I'm doing it, aren't I? It's not their life, it's mine.
Shakira's family live in County Westmeath, Ireland,
Did you clean out her feet for me?
No,
where she hopes to become a farrier like her dad, Anthony.
I love my dad's job, and I'd love to take it over.
You found it hard to get a farrier, did you?
Yeah.
That's it. That's a good one now. If you approach a pony or a big horse in the wrong way, they can turn very nasty, some of them, you know. They can be very bold, some horses.
Shakira's dad supports her ambitions, but can see problems ahead.
I wouldn't see a traveller man marrying a travelling girl that would be a farrier. I couldn't see it. Look what stranger things has happened. So do you think you'd still want to be a farrier?
Yeah, I think I'd still try it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That'll do, so. Watch that road now, do you hear me?
Although Shakira is keen to challenge gender roles,
Did you do this fire class?
I did.
her mum is making sure that she and her 13-year-old sister Sharina still have traditional skills.
They just know what they have to do now and they just do it. Just keep an eye on them that they're doing it right. Yeah.
She believes it protects the girls from future prejudice.
If I went out and worked, my husband would be made a laugh of. Like, oh, he's a show, she's working.
But the sisters aren't happy conforming to stereotypes.
The women does all the work inside. The boys, they would never clean or wash up or make food, never.
It shouldn't be fair that boys get more hired than girls, because we're all the same. We can all do the same stuff.
But it's not just at home where the girls are pushing the boundaries. Last year, they took up boxing.
You don't see barely any traveller girls boxing. And there is some traveller boys out there that wouldn't like a girl doing anything like that.
Every girl is like, oh, you can't do that, you'll get hurt. But sure, I don't see me getting hurt. A few black eyes maybe, but they'll go.
In 3 weeks, the sisters are taking part in an inter-county boxing championship.
Excited, but a bit nervous. This is a stepping stone to get into the Irish squad. It will be a hard test.
The girls also have a lot to prove to their community.
Girls can be the same as boys. If of anything, they can be better sometimes. Why do you have to live up to traveller rules? Why can't you go by your own rules? You need to give us a chance too.
Women stay at home, look after the kids, cook, clean, and the men have to go out, work, and then they have to graft all day.
What if a boy did girls' work?
Well, that would just be shameful for them, because they would get talked about. I think to clean up is rubbish because it's no boy's job. If they wanted to do it, they could do it, but that is just crazy. Boys can go out and stay up late, and girls has to stay home and clean up.
Well, the world's changing, and we're changing with it, really.
There's no difference. But boys can do a girl's job, and girls can do a boy's job.
Right, Sharina, you get the beans.
Yep.
In 2 weeks' time, sisters Shakira and Sharina will be fighting for traveller honour in the Irish County Boxing Championships.
I'd like to do well in the fight, but there's good days that you could get in with a person and you could demolish them, stop them. But then there's other days that you could be stopped.
While the girls take a break from training in the ring, their traditional training continues.
Will I get a spoon, Mammy?
Go get a knife and put it butter in. Husbands won't be too impressed. They can't cook.
Mum Mandy believes it's vital preparation for life as a traveller woman.
I find with travellers, men are up here and the women are kind of pushed down.
They look nice.
There's loads of young travelling boys. They can do what they like. I suppose it's hard and I'm wondering, well, why can't we?
Daddy, Anthony, come on, dinner's ready.
Dinner ready?
Yeah.
Oh, be God.
For Shakira and Sharina to keep on boxing in the future, they'll need to find husbands that share their modern-minded outlook.
No, that's absolutely lovely.
And that might not be easy.
I'll have a cup of tea.
Yeah. Daddy wants a cup of tea. It's kind of a thing with traveller boys. It's up to the women. The men just thinks the women should just stay home, do the cooking.
Yeah, give that to Daddy.
I want for the future to get married and have children and settle down. But I also want to carry on my boxing and I want to carry on with horses. I want to obey my own rules.
Do you want a glass?
You're doing an absolutely great job in cooking that food, girls. Very tasty.
While Shakira and Sharina are tackling traveller traditions.
The lad will be very lucky when he gets you.
50 miles away in Dublin, 15-year-old Irish traveller Margaret has been battling attitudes from outside the community.
I live with my mum, my dad, my 2 brothers, Dylan and James.
And did you have a good day?
Dylan has this condition called brittle bone disease. James has chronic lung disease.
Take that quick.
And they've always kept a smile on them. So that's the main thing.
6 years ago, life changed for Margaret and her family when they were forced to move from a site into a house in order to get the medical support they needed.
That's the whole reason why we moved out of the site, because if I tried to get oxygen for young James and tried to get it delivered, it wouldn't come. You know, they were making up excuses, they wouldn't come into a travel site and this and that, you know. The racism in this country when it comes to stuff like that is absolutely ridiculous. Like, even I rang up to get insurance on a car one time and the man turned around and told me, he says, I can't insure it, and I says, why? He said, it's known as a black spot. And at the minute we moved in here, we got everything that we need for the lad. Oxygen, anything you need, it's there. You couldn't even get a letter where we were living.
If I had the opportunity to go back to a site, I would go back because it's kind of where I grew up, in a site. But my brothers need to be in the house because of their health.
Life is now improving for the boys.
Kick.
But since the move, things have taken a serious turn for the worse for Margaret.
When I was in the site, it was okay because we were all travellers and we all knew each other and we were all friends. But the minute I moved here, it was different because you would have people saying you don't deserve to live in a house. You need to live in a caravan. You need to go back from where you came from. I think they picked on me because they don't like travellers and they see travellers as people who steal or people who, you know, look for trouble, and not a lot of travellers are like that. Like, we're all different.
Margaret has been so badly bullied, her parents have had to remove her from 3 different schools.
One girl said that I should go kill myself. And on Facebook, they were sending me messages saying, you need to have an overdose.
They have been nasty to her. They have been very, very nasty to her. We were called to the school to look at the CCTV, where she was pushed and her whole head was nearly smashed against the wall.
After everything the family's been through, Margaret's dad has come up with a plan to put their troubles behind them.
If you climb a mountain, you'll get good luck, and it's good for your soul. And it's good to have a bit of faith in that. Good man.
He's taking them on a pilgrimage to the chapel at the top of the holy mountain, Croagh Patrick.
Gonna go follow this red line, the whole way down here to the finish, right? That doesn't mean we're finished now, we have to go the whole way back, right? No, I'm not kidding you.
We're very holy people as travellers, and we're all going to say a prayer up there, and hopefully our prayers will be answered.
What are you going to pray for now?
Pray for making my lungs better.
I think it's going to be really hard. It's going to be the hardest thing I've ever done.
Today, 10-year-old Annalise is getting the family's horses ready for sale.
His name's Blondie and it's a stallion. And it's a couple of grand.
Younger brother Jimmy will one day take over the family business.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
But Annalise is planning to be involved too.
It's having a gankaruna.
What does that mean?
It means it's having a shit. Jim, shut up. I enjoy doing my dad's business. Jimmy's more interested in dogs and vans. And carrot girl. Eventually, Jimmy gets bored. Pick it up, Annalise.
Jimmy may enjoy bossing his sister around.
Annalise.
But it's Annalise who's taking charge as they get Princess ready to sell online.
Steady. She's been out in the field for ages now, all of winter nearly, and now she's all muddy, and we need to clean her. This is what you got to do when you're selling horses. You get more money for horses in better conditions. It's worth the effort because it ain't that hard, and all you got to do is brush them down, and for all the money you get, I don't think it's that bad. I don't know if it makes so much sense to Jimmy, but I think it does. Jim, where's the ripe? What? All right.
Next, it's time for Princess's photo shoot.
Calm, steady, stand. No, Jim, you take the picture. Look, take the picture then. Hey, stand. Now, don't get me in it, stay. Did you get the other side? Should I just stay? Stay. No. I'm sure to take some good pics. Did you take some good pics? I'm looking. He's up behind you. Piss off. Stop following me! Now we just got to put them on the internet and then she might be sold.
This could be the start of a beautiful partnership.
This is what we're going to be doing when we're older. Oh, Jim, don't do that. She'll bite your mouth off.
Although it may not be as equal as Annalise would hope.
She's not going to be the boss. My sister might have some of the money, but I'm going to keep most of it. Don't do it, Annalise. She just shakes her head. Don't do it. Just let go of her head then.
In Nottinghamshire, 13-year-old Ben knows all about being treated unfairly. He's been bullied for being a Romany gypsy at 10 different schools, but he's finally settled at school number 11.
Now I'm at this new school, I'm getting more respect and more of an understanding of who I am. I've got some good friends there and everyone knows that I am a gypsy, but no one's really bothered. They just think, he's a nice lad, so what's the point in me giving him problems when he's faced so much of it before?
With life going well, Ben's been turning his negative experiences into a positive by speaking out against prejudice towards his community.
I'm not asking for sympathy. I am asking for equality. Love the differences, because being different is the best thing about being a person.
What did you think when everyone stood up at the end clapping?
I was thinking, hey, cushy.
Yeah.
Couldn't be prouder of myself.
But despite Ben's recent successes, today there's been an incident at school.
Right, you sit down there now.
Hello? Not too good, actually, to be honest with you. I'm absolutely and utterly heartbroken and devastated after what's happened today. You know, Ben and Anastasia, they don't come to school for any of this. I don't bring my kids up to have to fight a war.
I was walking to my English. There's about 16 lads circled me and my sister and then start hauling abuse at me, calling me Gyppo and Pikey. And then he starts to attack me, and I was thinking, here we go again. Am I ever eventually going to leave this behind?
Older brother Daniel has heard the news, and he's rushed home from work to see Ben.
Hey, Dan.
Oh, hi, Ben. Bloody hell. It's not good. I was going to ask if you was all right, but...
I'm just, in shock of what's happened. I put my hands up to try and defend myself, and then he punches me on my hand, on my knuckle, and then this is how that happened.
I don't know if this has been reported to the police or anything else.
Yeah, it has.
It's just disgusting. Look at you now. You get your hand in a sling. You got an inflamed eye, and if I was you, I'd be thinking, why is it me?
Yeah, I am.
Why
I'm upset because I'm thinking, what have I done to this person to deserve this?
Doesn't matter what school you go to. It's just the same old story, just a different uniform every time.
Yeah.
Do you know what? If I was mum and dad, I'd be thinking, well, what's the point sending my kids to school so they can just have trouble like this all the time?
At the moment, I don't feel safe going back to school.
I don't understand why things like this are still happening, and it makes me upset, and it makes me think, well, how would Ben feel now? Ben's not going to feel that he can trust school anymore after 11 schools and being to 2 secondary schools. He's not going to want to trust them.
At the moment, I don't feel safe going back to school because I've I've got that worry of where I don't know whether some kid's going to bring a knife into school, say, and then stab me. Because I'm at that point where I've got school phobia.
If Ben pulls out of this school, he'll have no local options left for a formal education.
I need to know that I'm going to be safe to live out my school life just as any other 13-year-old boy would.
And his ordeal isn't over yet.
Should we go from the start?
The group started saying that I was a dirty pikey, kick his head in.
He's getting ready to give his account of the day's events to the police. Yesterday, 13-year-old Ben had his hand broken in an attack by another pupil.
I've gone through this so many times before, and it just feels like a never-ending cycle, and whatever I do, I'm always going to be set back. That's how it's making me feel.
This is his 11th school in 10 years, and he's now considering dropping out of education altogether. But older brother Daniel wants to ensure Ben has thought it through.
If he leaves school, that leaves him with less choices for what he can do with his life.
What was your time at school like?
Similar to what you experienced. I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. Yes, I had bad times, and overall, school was terrible for me. But what I'm saying is, looking back at it as a whole, I think it is good. If you followed down the academic route, then that'd be good for you because it gives you more opportunities.
Most important thing.
It's always good to have a backup plan. Like that's why I got myself 6 GCSEs. I know it's not much, but I got enough so that I could choose any college course that I could go on.
Something to fall back on.
Exactly, yeah. Exactly.
Ben's situation is far from unique. Nearly 2/3 of all gypsies and travellers have been bullied or physically attacked.
If children are recognised as travellers at school, quite often there is a clash of cultures. All the information tells us is they do experience significant disadvantage.
What is it, Italian fajitas, is it? Mexican fajitas. Ah, that's what I meant.
Returning to school or electing to leave is a big decision.
Starving.
And something Ben wants to discuss with his whole family.
Chef Ramsay, eat your heart out. This school you're in now is the last school that you two can go to for 25 miles. There is no other school for you to go to.
I think if I left school and I was at home all the time and I ended up getting a bit of cabin fever, it wouldn't be as sociable as it would be at a school.
Yeah.
And also, I'm going to miss all my pals as well.
Yeah, I agree
because I've got a big group of friends, man.
Yeah.
And then now I've got to let that go because
say what you need to say.
Some arsehole who's been a prick with me.
Thing is, though, what you've got to weigh up is going to school and having people to socialise with and get your education. Does that outweigh the fact that you could go to school and some silly idiot gets a mindset then and they want to start sitting about you and make your life hell?
Yeah.
Those are the two things. What would you have to hear from the school to feel that you'd want to go back to it?
And I want this lad to keep away from me, and I want his friends to be expelled.
We've got to weigh up your safety versus your right to education.
Yeah.
Whatever choice the family makes, there's a lot at stake.
I know that I need an education. Obviously now this has happened, it really worries me about my future. The way I feel at the moment is they can't guarantee that I'm safe.
Yeah.
And that's something that really bothers me.
So, say when me and him get older and we get like a girlfriend, if they wanted to get married or anything, you've got to go basically by your wife rules. I don't know why people get married. Maybe the boys like the girls, or I don't know.
When I get older, I want to be a housewife and I want someone to keep me like me. My dad keeps me now.
I think people get married just to show that they love each other.
If the boy loves you and if you love him, then that means you should both get married, and I don't like the kissing part.
Getting married is a defining moment in a traveller girl's life.
Anthony.
Your nanny's bike.
But sisters, Shakira and Sharina, aren't convinced that being a good wife will be enough for them.
It's a tradition that we all get married and have children. We all will get there.
But I would get very bored if I had to stay inside and do like everything all day.
Here, do you want to bite this?
Because like when you're a traveller girl, you're gonna get married and you have to stay home, you have to cook and you have to clean.
Do you want this?
I mean, what's the best thing about being married? What do you do?
Well, I have company in life, I've ye. Oh no, he's not having it. He's not having it. Up it is. Come on, you go in the house.
Shakira and Sharina both have ambitions outside of the home. In a few days' time, they're competing in the Irish County Boxing Championships. And they're inspired by another traveller girl, Mary Kate Nevin, who has recently won gold at the European Junior Championships.
Mary Kate, she's just unbelievable. Everything about it, like she's just lovely style of boxing. And seeing her box makes me want to do it more and be like her. If I'm going into the ring, she'll be at my corner usually and she'll tell me what to do, like, and she'll push me harder to try and get in and just do my best.
Mary Kate is leading the way for traveller girls. But the sisters are concerned their dreams might not be compatible with family life.
I want to be on the Irish team, that's my goal. I want to follow in your footsteps.
You will. I think it's good to see young girls doing boxing.
Yeah, like not many traveller young ones does it.
No.
You wouldn't see much.
They'd be saying, oh, she's a tomboy.
Yeah, or you can't do that, you can't do that, you can't do this.
You have to do
that's
this.
Boy stuff.
That's not being traveller, like you have to go home, you do your, like still you do your cleaning and cooking, help with the children. After you get married, are you going to keep on going with the boxing?
If I want to like carry on in boxing, like there's nothing that will stop me. Like I'll still carry on in boxing, but like
Yeah.
Like Mary Kate, Shakira and Sharina want the traveller community to rethink traditional gender roles.
If someone came up and told me you shouldn't be at boxing, it makes me want to do it more to prove to them that we can do it.
If I want to do boxing, no one's going to stop me because I want to be who I am.
Just tell your mum to put them all in the bag.
15-year-old Margaret and her family are getting ready for a pilgrimage up the holy mountain of Croagh Patrick.
we have a lot of faith in God. We're going up there for my brothers to try and help them get their health back.
Where's your inhalers? These inhalers are in this bag, Eddie, Margaret.
Yeah.
But Margaret has personal reasons for taking on the climb.
Hopefully, this mountain's going to give me my confidence back. The girls who bullied me, I want to prove them wrong and prove that they're in the past and I'm just getting better.
All right, let's see you get back, Tiny. Come on.
Croagh Patrick has been a site of worship for over 5,000 years. Reaching the top involves a 4-mile hike, rising over 2,500 feet.
Nothing up there, look.
It's a tough climb.
Dylan, come on, son, I haven't got all day now.
And Margaret isn't off to the best of starts.
Now that we're here, I'm really cold and I'm shivering. And I've only got one glove.
Cold hands will be the least of Margaret's worries.
Don't start walking up.
That's rock is soapy.
She must keep a close eye on her brothers, whose medical issues make this family trip a tricky undertaking.
Dylan has brittle bone disease. If he falls, leg would break. If he loses his balance, it could be bad.
Margaret, grab him, he's going to fall. All right, come down this way. If you fall down there, you're going to hurt yourself. So walk this way, man.
Give me your hand. It'll be hard for Norman because of his lungs, so we have to be very careful about him.
Remember your breathing now, through your nose now, out through your mouth. Walk straight, son.
Despite the challenges, Margaret is confident about the task ahead.
The mountain doesn't look that far, but it might be hard to walk up because we're going up a big hill now.
Oh, you want to rest?
It's windy, but the view's really nice.
But Margaret's optimism may be premature.
Margaret, give him a five-minute break.
With only one working lung, brother James is finding it hard to keep up.
Are you okay? Do you need water?
Sit down there in the grass, quick.
What are you going to do? Are you going to continue or what?
Do you want to go down to the coffee shop with your mommy?
No. Son, you're not able. I can see it in your face.
James is determined to make it to the summit.
If he wants to continue, let him continue.
And the family pushes on.
That's where the church is. There's something seriously wrong with the person that built it up there.
Gorgers don't really like us and that. Some don't, because they think that we're bad people. Gorgers, they're just like, you there, look at you, Jippo, Pikey. Then that just gets on my last nerve. You are what you are, and you can't do anything about it.
They just see us basically as beneath them.
It makes me feel like I ain't really I'm not really nice, but I am.
If they can't respect us for who we are, we can't really respect them either.
What I've got to say to them is that we ain't bad people. It's just the way that they speak to us. And if they treat us good, we treat them good.
With Ben's education still in the balance, his parents have been to a meeting at the school in an effort to decide his future.
If you could go to school without being victimised...
I'd do it in a heartbeat, Mum, you know I would.
Ben's mum and dad have reached a decision.
We've had a good chat with them about, obviously, what's gone off and what they can do to ensure that it doesn't happen again. There's a million and one options that we can look at, but school is not going to be one of them, babe.
I'm having to leave school for being bullied.
Yeah.
But these lads aren't having to leave the school.
If the school would have turned around to me and your father and said, well, this is what we're putting in place, we're going to make sure that these boys are kept away and we're going to nip it in the bud, then it'd be a whole different story.
They should leave the school. Not me. They're not losing out on anything. Just because he's a gorger and from their community, Mum, he's one of their people, right, nothing's been done.
I don't want phone calls anymore saying Ben's been attacked, he's got broken bones, he needs to go to hospital.
Hey, Dan, pass it on.
Nah, I'm not passing this on.
Yeah, come on. It's fair, that's the rules. The decision has been made. I'm not going to be going back to the school. There you go. The best option that we came up with was to go into home education. It's a bit hard for me to hear.
Is that your folder or Ben? Mine, Ben. That's your one.
Maths.
But having had time to reflect on his parents' decision, Ben's starting to come to terms with his new life.
210. I feel positive about the future because I know whatever it holds for me, then it's going to be good.
So, what's the answer to that?
790.
Right.
My family have always been supportive with me.
And there's 100 pence to a pound.
£1.60.
Yep. There we go.
Homeschooling for me has been absolutely amazing at the moment, and the reason for that is because I'm always getting one-on-one, whereas in a classroom with 30 kids, you wouldn't normally get that one-on-one time. How many apples are there altogether? What's N?
I don't know.
It's going to be hard moving forward for me, but I know that I can still be me, still be positive, and still do the things that I want to do.
2 plus 1. I'm sure the square of 8 is 64.
Has anybody got a phone?
Is it not
Google it.
Oh, dear me.
Come on! Work it! That's it! Work it! Come on, work it!
It's the day of Shakira and Sharina's fight. and the girls haven't lost sight of what they're battling for.
I'm proud to be who I am. I love carrying on in traditions, but I'd like to be a modern traveller girl.
Yeah.
In preparation, both girls have been on a strict diet.
It's been 24 hours since I've eaten some.
24 hours, really.
Yeah.
Since we ate some.
Shakira is next to fight, and she must weigh in at 34 kilograms.
Oh my God, 0.2 over. I'm disgusted.
2 points. I'd be disgusted too.
Having failed to make her target weight, Shakira will be fighting a girl from a heavier division.
Good luck.
But battling the odds doesn't faze her.
I don't want to be told that I can't do certain stuff, because why can't I?
Go on, Shakira. That's it, Shakira.
No. That's it.
Jab to the head, right hand downstairs.
Body head, go down to the body as well, come up to the head, okay?
Traveller girls, we can box, we can cook, we can clean. We can do anything a country person can. Anything a man can do, we can do it. I hope no other girls give up. We should let other people hear who we are.
Well done. Good job. Fair play to you. Great job. Fair play to you. Great
I
job.
feel excellent because I won on a unanimous decision. That means that all judges went for me and not one of them went for her.
That's a great job, Shakira.
Shakira is leading the way for other traveller girls. And she could still win her biggest fight of all.
I'm a traveller and I like being a traveller, and I'll always hold my head high to be a traveller. But the modern is good too, so I'm a bit of both.
If more girls like her push against the grain, the future for traveller women could look very different.
The travelling community, the way it was, women weren't allowed to go working as such. You get married and you go in and look after the house and don't come out of the kitchen and make the dinner. But it's changing.
It was mostly women depended on the men, and men tried to keep it that way. But women are now standing for themselves.
I hope other traveller girls see me like this, and I hope it encourages them to go far. And all of them out there, they should pick up boxing or horses. Don't be letting anyone put you down, because pick yourselves up. You're your own boss.
Margaret, just watch still in there behind you.
Margaret's family are now halfway through their trek up Croagh Patrick mountain.
Come on, Mum, you follow me.
But older brother James is struggling.
Come on, buddy.
Last year, one of his lungs collapsed, and I remember seeing him on the bed with a mask on, and my mommy was crying. So we had to be very careful about him.
The family's plan is to reach the chapel at the top to pray for the boy's health and for Margaret to regain the confidence she had before she was bullied.
I don't think Mother Nature's going to let us get the whole way up.
But after battling for 2 hours,
Look at that.
James has reached his limit.
Margaret, Margaret. We're not going to go any further. James has gone a funny colour.
Are you not doing it?
Huh?
You're not doing it?
No. James is not able to go anymore.
It's a disappointing end.
Well, you did good.
You'd have risked your life to climb up there. Look how far you came, look.
Look at that, we didn't think you'd come this far.
But Margaret knows that pushing on isn't worth the risk.
His face went a funny colour and his lips went dry, and that was a sign that he was not okay. But he was determined to go back up, so I'm really proud of him for trying.
We came as far as we could. What do you want, Dill?
Hot cocoa.
Hot cocoa.
Yeah.
With marshmallows. Where do you think you're living? In America?
Back off the mountain, Margaret and her dad have found a place where their prayers could still be answered.
We didn't get to the top, but we still got far as a family, and you know, it was a fun experience.
And even though Margaret didn't complete the challenge, for her, the trip has still been worthwhile.
There was a few times where I was thinking, I can't do this anymore, I want to go back down. But then I kept going. I feel like I have a lot more confidence now. I feel stronger in myself, and I want to do it again. We've got unfinished business, because we still have the top to go to.